So I was doodling some fly creations, and I had to do some practice with this little guy because he's just a little guy. So I got the Krita app and Wacom drawing tablet, and I'm learning how to use it, doing different styles and things, and also I'm busy drawing the world for my fantasy world. So this is me just trying to like get used to the program, get used to line work and everything. Just a silly little doodle. I might turn it into a little comic, we'll see. Like a 4-page comic, but we'll see. I think this is the most adorable freaking fly I've ever drawn in my life. And I haven't drawn many flies, so that goes to show to say something. I am sick, hold on. I keep saying hold on as if you guys can hear me cough when I stop the recording. Yeah, I forgot to change the layer and I was like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna continue and then just reline it anyway. Because if not, why not? An extra layer would never hurt anybody, you know? Color wise, I tried to choose something like super bright. I wanted to kind of dig into all my old childhood memories of watching like Rugrats and the Wild Thornberries and stuff with like a lot of colors and things. So that's kind of the vibe I was going for. I don't know if I accomplished it, but I'm happy with how it turned out. Um, so this is just me going over the line work for a second time and then adding just like random little bushes and things. Well, it's a potted plant and doing the line work. I keep I have to permanently remind myself about layers and that layers are a thing because I keep forgetting that layers are a thing. I'm a traditional artist. I don't do layers. So now, with the last drawing I was busy with now, I kind of figured out how to use the layers to my advantage and color a bit more messily without having to worry. So that's kind of cool. Um, I just finished another one on the computer. That one will be posted next week because now I need to sit and do a super detailed sketch again for my fantasy book because I finished editing my book, which I'm super stoked about. So I don't know what else to say. I never know what to say in these. Okay, we're back. I had to stop the video because I zoomed in so much. This is me getting rid of the lines, and then that's when I've tried to figure out how to do it. And then I figured out, oh my goodness, I can move the line layer to the top, and then I won't go over the lines. That was like groundbreaking to me. Anyway, I like this green. I don't know why. I just like it. And I decided to go with like greens and pinks and blues and stuff, just like a very not muted color palette, but just a very simple color palette with browns and grays and stuff. Um, and then I also try to add as much detail as I can because I'm still trying to figure out the brushes and everything. So I'm doing a lot of art pieces, testing out all the different brushes I have just to see what I can create with what there is. Not that I'm going to remember what brush I used for what art piece, but I'm testing them anyway. I've got I had an idea this afternoon about another sketch I want to like do with one of the other brushes to try and figure out how that brush works and just like get used to drawing lines and stuff because my lines are still a little bit wonky and that's fine. I'm still learning. So we've got a little, not an orange, it's a sour lemon, a lemon. Is it I think it's a lemon. And an apple. I tried to do like a whole bunch of detail and get the rendering thing going. Um, and then for the little mat they're on, I wanted it to be like super cute, so I decided to go purple and blue because for me purple and blue are like super cute together. And then of course you have to do the little lined striped design because I don't know, I like it. um, and we just add a little bit of detail here and there to give it a bit more of a 3D effect. And then next up, I think we started on the cupboard. Yes, I didn't want to do like a super duper muted brown either. I wanted something a bit more playful, so I decided to go with this kind of peachy brown, which I thought worked perfectly. And then I see people do the cut thing and then bucket fold the space. I don't know how they do that. I tried it on another sketch and I completely like ruined it. At least there's like undo button, so that's fantastic. Um, Yeah, I decided not to do any wood grain on the upper cabinet because it's a little bit more further back. And I don't want to overdo the detail because I want this piece to feel very simplistic, very stylized, kinda. I don't have a specific style, by the way. I just draw until I'm happy and then I draw some more in a different style because I like styles. And then we do a little bit of detailing. There we go. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of highlighting. Oh, no, detail up there as well. And then a highlighting. I think that looks fantastic. I'm very proud. Okay, I'm very proud because I've always been a traditional artist, and this is just, it makes life so much easier, and it looks so cool. It looks so cool. It looks so smooth. I love that. And then for the wall, I think we're gonna do the other potted plant first. Yeah, like a nice pink to kind of match the mat. Although the mat is more purple, but with the blue over it, it looks more like a cerise pink, which is so. I've been so amazed about how the colors change while I'm busy sketching on the computer. It's amazing. Anyway, for the wall, I decided to go with like a soft pink, and then I decided to do like a tile effect as well because I thought, what was kitchens back then? It was tiles. I mean, it's tiles now as well. I don't know what I'm saying. I was so confused about what to do for the little hangings there. It's like, what color do I make these? Do I make them different colors? Do I make them one color? It's like, what colors would a little old lady have her tools be? And I think orange. And then for the background, I decided to do this rose pink. I think that's the pink. I just call it a dirty pink, but I like this pink. And this one I drew on a new layer so that I could overlap and not ruin everything. As a lot of pink. But it works. It looks so nice together. I like this color composition. I never studied color theory, so I kind of just go with what feels right. And this felt right. Okay, and we needed to add our shadows, which is something new I've been really playing around with shadows, because it's a lot of things I normally don't pay attention to whenever I'm sketching, because normally I just draw in my sketchbook and I just draw the characters and stuff. And I do have a lot of background stuff that I worked on, but this was fun on a different kind of level just because of how it looks. It looks different, it feels different from what I regularly do. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this cartoony style. I'll definitely do more though. But then for my fantasy book, you're gonna get like semi-realism. It's not gonna be super realism because I still want to be able to draw all of it. And I can do realism, but I don't want to do super duper realism because then I'm gonna spend like 50 hours on one art piece for the book, and I really want to get the book published because I've been working hard on it. We're almost done now. I just want to give the impression of a bush there, kind of like Invader Zimmy, that type of vibe. I don't know if I accomplished it. And then for my little fly, I wanted him to like be very muted, kind of, but not super muted. So I decided to go like a black gray because flies are black gray, obviously. And then if you're wondering about the eyelids, I don't know. I just like eyelids on animals, like obnoxious eyelids, because they don't need it. I've got so many of my little characters in my book, and I all have these massive eyelids. I'm trying to do less of it though, but I think it's the cutest thing ever. Anyway, eyelids needs to be pink because why not? And then I'm busy with the eyeballs. Normally I would go like a blue for the eyeballs, but I thought a purple would be more appropriate for a fly. And I know a fly has a lot more eyes than two eyes, but you know, this is my drawing. You can have two eyes or four eyes, whatever I decide. And yeah, that's basically it. I just added a couple of more hairs to him. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. I'm really trying to get to 500 subscribers. And if you want to see more, I'm going to be posting art videos weekly. And yeah, going to be a lot of different styles because I do stuff in a lot of different styles. I don't like putting myself in the box because when you do more styles, you have so much more fun. Because like I wouldn't have drawn this otherwise. And I absolutely love this little guy. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have the best day ever, and I will see you in the next one. Be safe, have a good year, and yeah, 2 seconds left. Bye!